Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Automotive JT. First of all, I'll apologize for the audio. You can probably hear the fan blowing in the background. It's 96 degrees and very humid out here right now. So ever since I got in the Gladiator, the air conditioning's been running full blast. Took a trip to the gas station this morning. I want to mention real quick before we get into the main topic, which, by the way, is three things that I really don't like about the Gladiator, three things that I've done, three mods. But I want to tell you, the curiosity about the Jeep Gladiator is still out there, still alive and well. Pulled into the gas station this morning, had to fuel up, 14.7 miles per gallon. You get to do that really frequently if you drive the truck. So anyway, I pulled in there, started pumping my gas, and some guy comes walking around the pumps, wanted to talk about the Jeep Gladiator. Said he really likes them, was thinking about getting one, just wanted some general information, right? Pretty cool. I love when that happens. So I told him what I thought about it, warned him about the fuel economy, and he says he's going to get one. Who knows? We shall see. Just thought it was interesting. Curiosity about the Gladiator is still alive and well. So anyway, there are three mods really, that I've done to the Jeep Gladiator that I kind of regret a little bit. And I make this video so that anybody out there who's considering these things is at least informed before you spend your hard-earned green dollars, or use your credit card, to buy these things, to maybe add these to yours. The first one is the front bumper. Now, it's not the looks of the front bumper or anything, it's really the quality of the front bumper. You see, I kind of cheaped out a little bit. I bought the Chinese version. Now, what you get when you buy the Chinese version are welds that don't look so great, paint that might be scratched up or marred a little bit, rubbed if you will, and rust. You get the rust because the welds aren't done that well. There's a lot of parts and things they put on these. The panels too. I've had to repaint this bumper, areas of it, at least twice, maybe three times since I've had it. And that's because water gets underneath the finish, bubbles up, and then the paint chips off. And of course, right after that happens, rust shows up. Now, like I said, it's not that I don't like the bumper itself. I do. I think the design of it is really cool. I love the way that it looks on the truck. I cheaped out because the Chinese version was about a third the cost. If I was smart, I probably would have maybe taken that bumper apart or at least Linexed it, used bed liner or something on it to protect it a little bit more. I would highly recommend it if you go ahead and cheap out like I did. Now, there's no bad reason to do that if you're gonna paint over it and stuff, because the look of it, as I mentioned, and the functionality of it, it's a big, heavy thing, is good. I didn't go the Mopar version or the OEM version simply because it costs way more money, and I thought, erroneously, that I was really going to end up with the same thing. How bad could it be? Well, that's on me. Not the Jeep's fault, certainly not Mopar's fault, my wallet's fault, I'll say. Next up, right up here above us, right up there, that orange bikini cover. It's great for blocking out the wind. I have the Sunrider soft top. I can unhook it, throw it back, and pretty much have an open air feel when driving the Jeep. I mean, this thing, you can see through it, very nice. The problem I have with it is the color. I went with orange because I was trying to kind of stay within the Mojave theme. You can see the orange over here on the seats. I kind of wanted to match that up, but the problem is that it's bright. It's bright with the top off. You can probably see right now, I'm sure I look kind of orange. Well, flip the top back and have the sun beating down on this orange color, and it gets really, really bright. I would highly recommend going with a color that's dull. Black, although then you're going to get heat radiating off of it. That's hard to say, because of the sun. But you're not going to get this bright, reflective feel that you have from going with something that's too bright, in my opinion. They shouldn't even sell this color. It gets in my eyes, makes me squinty. I'm a little bit sensitive to light anyway. Love the idea of it, love the product itself and its functionality. Keeps wind out, keeps the sun from beating on my somewhat more sparse hair up here. I'd have to wear a hat, but I'm not real big on wearing hats. So, you know, if that doesn't bother you, then I guess you're okay. With nothing up there above. I would go with a different color. This particular one, just fine the way that it is. Next up, right back here, right over there. You see that kind of slotted piece that I have on the back windows? It's on that little section of the back window that's separate from the part that goes down. It's an adhesive application. You just peel the adhesive off, stick it on, and it's an aesthetic mod. It's supposed to, in my opinion, make the Jeep Gladiator look a little bit more aggressive, a little bit sportier. But what I really got in the end is something that looks really more like a prison wagon. You know, those prison trucks that haul prisoners around that have the steel on them to keep, obviously, the prisoners inside. Otherwise, you can just break the glass and run away, right? It kind of reminds me of that now, like some government paddy wagon or something. Not sure that I'll leave them on. I like them a little bit, but I dislike them a lot. We shall see. The good thing about them, of course, is that they're adhesive backed. I can simply take them off the windows. Now, I'm going to give you an honorable mention here, and this is purely based on aesthetics, and that is the tonneau cover. No, not because it leaks a little bit, because it required the removal of the sport bar that I had on the back. I had an infab bar on there. I had some lighting and stuff on it, and I really liked the looks of that on the truck. I think it made it look more aggressive. It made it look sportier, gave me a place to put lights. Also, a way to tie down tall things. You know, let's say you were picking up a big screen TV or a refrigerator or maybe even a washer and dryer, something like that. You could tie them down up against the sides of that sport bar. I've lost that ability. Now, it's not like I'm running out and picking up refrigerators and washers and dryers all the time. But part of having a truck for me is to have the flexibility to be able to do things yourself. You know, I can't stand paying delivery companies $75, $50, $100, whatever it is, to simply deliver stuff to my house. Especially if I just paid a ton of money for it, you know? So I miss the flexibility, or at least the ability to be able to do things like that, and the aesthetics of it, the sporty look. The trade-off for me is now I have an area that I can use pretty much all the time to secure things, put things in the back, and not have to worry about sticky fingers messing with them. It is a hard tonneau that I have back there. In essence, it's locked down when the tailgate is locked. I wouldn't trade it, but I do miss the looks of that infab sport bar. Anyway, I just wanted to get on, kind of let you guys know what I think. 3, really 4 mods, one that I just missed. That I kind of regret, that I wish I maybe had done a little bit differently. Just beware if you're out there looking for things. Leave a comment, let me know. Have any mods on your Jeep Gladiator that you think, maybe I shouldn't have done that, isn't really what I was going for? I'd be curious to know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there.